Good morning, everyone. A very warm welcome to all of you. So, today we are going to take up the topic secondary sexual characters from the chapter Reaching the Age of Adolescence. Now, let us recap what we have done in the previous class. In the previous class, we discussed that growth begins from the day one is born. But upon crossing the age of 10 or 11, there is a sudden spurt in growth which becomes noticeable. The changes taking place in the body are a part of growing up. They indicate that you are no longer a child but are on the way to becoming an adult. The human body undergoes several changes during adolescence. These changes mark the onset of puberty. During the period of adolescence or when puberty sets on, there is a lot of change that takes place in the body of a child. There is change in height, shape of body, voice changes, sex organ develops, the oil glands begins to become more active. There are emotional changes. So various changes are seen during the period of adolescence. So this is what we have discussed in the previous class. So today we are going to discuss about secondary sexual characteristics. After today's class, all of you will be able to identify the features that appears during maturity. And the keywords which we are going to get in today's class is testes, ovaries, hormone, sperm, endocrine gland, testosterone, estrogen, pituitary gland. So we are going to use this word, and in today's class we will be understanding about what are the features that develops during adolescence period. So here you can see a picture which shows the gradual change from age 9 to age 19 in a male. So what you can see is that at the age of 9, the boy do not have any beard. But as he gradually grows and reach the age of 19, his face is covered with beard and mustache. This development begins when he reach around age of 15 or 16. This change shows that there is change or there is development of the secondary sexual characters. Now let us understand what is secondary sexual characters. In girls, usually it is noticed that breasts begin to develop at puberty, and in boys, they begin to grow facial hair, that is mustache and beard. As these features help to distinguish the male from the female, they are called secondary sexual characters. And boys also develop hair on the chest. In both boys and girls, hair growth under the arms and in the region above the thighs or the pubic region is also noticed. In girls, milk secreting gland or mammary gland also develops inside the breast. So these are some of the changes which is seen at puberty, and these changes are called secondary sexual characters. Now here is a mind map which shows or interrelates the secondary sexual characters, like when the secondary sexual character begins to develop, it is due to the production of sperms in male. That means sperms begin to produce in male, and then eggs also begin to produce in female. Enlargement of breast in female takes place. Widening of chest in male takes place. Widening of hips in female takes place, and also hair growth is seen all over the body of male and in the pubic region of both male and female. So these are the secondary sexual characteristic which is seen as soon as a girl or a boy enters the stage of puberty. Now the question is, why do secondary sexual characters occur? The changes which occur at adolescence are controlled by hormones. It is because of the production of some hormones which is only produced at puberty. That means when a boy or a girl reaches the stage of adolescence, those hormones are produced. These are secreted from endocrine glands or endocrine system. We know that there are different systems present in our body. So endocrine system is one system which is made up of endocrine glands, and these glands secrete hormones which is necessary to control the activities that is done by our body. The male hormone or testosterone begins to be released by the testes at the onset of puberty. Once puberty is reached in girls, ovaries begin to produce the female hormone or estrogen. So the production of these hormones is under the control of another hormone secreted from an endocrine gland called pituitary gland. So why secondary sexual characters occur? Because of the production of hormones. And the production of the hormones produced by testes and ovaries are again stimulated by another gland called pituitary gland. So here is a picture of the endocrine system of human. Pituitary gland is located in the brain, and thyroid gland in the throat, adrenal gland, pancreas. These are all different types of glands which is present in human body, and they produce different types of hormones. And basically the sex hormones are produced by ovary in female and testes in male. So this is why secondary sexual characters occur. Let us now understand the role of hormones in initiating reproductive function. So as I mentioned, that hormone that is secreted by pituitary gland stimulates testes and ovaries to release testosterone in male and estrogen in female. So the hormone is released directly into the bloodstream, and along with the bloodstream it reaches the part of the body which is their target site. Actually the hormone is produced at one side and it acts at another side. So the site where it is produced, hormone do not act at that particular site. It moves along with blood to another site which is called target site, and then they will start acting at that site. This production of hormone will stimulate the changes in the body at onset of puberty, and this is how the secondary sexual characteristics occurs in both male and female at onset of puberty. So children, this is what for today's class. Let us now discuss some questions. So here is a fill in the blank. You have to fill it up, and you have to see what could be the possible answer of this question. So the first hint which is given is hormones from pituitary stimulates testes and ovaries to produce testosterone in male and estrogen in female. So what will be the next step after the hormone produced by pituitary gland stimulates testes and ovaries? The hormones will be directly released into the blood by testes and ovaries. After that, what is the next step? The hormones which is produced will stimulate the change in male and female at the onset of puberty. Second question, you have to tick the secondary sexual changes that takes place in male, only in male. So first one is growth of beard. So children, does this change takes place in male? Yes, it takes place in male. Development of breast? Of course not. Testosterone secreted by testes. This also takes place in male. Estrogens secreted by ovaries. So ovaries are not present in male, it's present in female. So estrogen is not secreted by ovaries in male. Pituitary glands stimulate hormone production. So in both male and female, pituitary gland is responsible for stimulating hormone production. So this is also correct. So the correct sentences are growth of beard, testosterone secreted by testes, and pituitary gland stimulates hormone production. This is the homework which you have for today's class. Exercise question number 1 and 5, page number 124. Now let us summarize what we have learned in today's class. Testes and ovaries are the reproductive organs. They produce the gametes, that is sperms and ova. Features that helps to distinguish the male from the female are called secondary sexual characters. Boys also develop hair on their chest. In both boys and girls, hair grows under the arms and in the region above the thighs or the pubic region. The changes which occur at adolescence are controlled by hormones. These are secretions from endocrine glands or endocrine system. The male hormone or testosterone is released by testes. Ovaries in females produce the female hormone or estrogen. Hormones are secretions of endocrine gland which pour themselves directly into the bloodstream. So this is all for today's class. I hope all of you have understood. Thank you and have a great day.